It's mattyfu here. I'm going to run through what I sold on ebay.ca in June 2017. As you may or may not know, I'm a Canadian seller based out of British Columbia, Canada. So let's get started. So first here we have a vacuum attachment, brush head accessory, usually for cleaning furniture and whatever. Sold it for 20 bucks plus shipping. I think I picked two of these up and they were $2 each. So I haven't put the other one up yet. I was able to test these out. We have a vacuum that has the same pin configuration. So I was able to test them out and they spin up and work. So that was kind of nice. Here we have a Rise Against t-shirt. Size small, 13 bucks. Couldn't tell you what I paid for it. I think it was $2 or $3, maybe $5. So not my greatest purchase, but I had it for a while, so I marked it down a couple times. This one here, this is a hippie chick hip seat, child carrier type device. I saw it and it was weird. I thought it was just a strange fanny pack, but what it does is it has this like foam, like hard foam in there, and so if you have like a toddler, you do wear this like a fanny pack, and then the kid's butt goes on the part that sticks out, so it's like a little seat so that not all of the kid's weight is on your arms. I guess new, these go for nearly 100 bucks, so that was kind of crazy. There was only a couple of them listed on eBay. I think all of the other ones were new and they were about 70 bucks. I picked this thing up for, I think it was $4. Sold it for $35 plus shipping, so pretty happy with that. Here we have a generator parallel power kit for Honda generators. So what this does is if you have two of the same generators, you can hook them up in parallel. So it's a pretty strange use case. I don't know what the advantage is, but whatever, it's an accessory people can buy. I picked this up crazy enough for $5. I couldn't tell you what these cost new because the prices were all over the place. It does have a Honda part number, so that's a pretty good sign that it's a high dollar item. I wanted to make sure this sold this season. I didn't want to have to hold on to it until next camping season. I guess lots of people do buy RV, or not RV, generator stuff during the winter, but I figured if it didn't sell this summer, I'd be holding on to it for half the year. So 70 bucks. Sold it to the States, so they paid some pretty good shipping too. I think it was like close to 30 bucks they paid shipping. Yeah, it went to a military base, so that's kind of cool. It looks like it's never been used really, like it's super clean. There's one extra accessory in there. I don't know if you can see the little plug part, so that converts it from an RV plug to just a normal household plug. I don't know why you'd want that, but whatever. So yeah, $5 to 70 bucks, and I think that was within maybe a month, maybe two of buying it, so pretty quick. Here we have some Canon extension tubes for FD lenses, full set. This sold really quick, like within a week of listing them. These are for close-up photography. I think I paid like $2 for this, just in a bin of stuff at a thrift store, and it sold for 38 bucks, so plus shipping, so pretty good. Here we have a whole bunch of ink cartridges and replaceable print heads. These were all from the same thrift store. I think they were They were $1 or $2 each. This is a lot of 20, so I'd guess I spent about 35 bucks. Probably should have sold the print heads separate from the ink. It probably would have made me a little bit more money, because the print heads go for quite a bit. But whatever, yeah, these, the like blue ones in the clear, the BC10, I guess that's what they call the ink too. The BC10 is the print heads, and the BC11 and the BCI11 and BCI10 are the ink. So something to watch for. Took quite a while for this to sell, I think, because it was such a large lot. I originally had it at like 140 or something crazy. So yeah, eventually sold it for 110 bucks. I think I paid, I'm guessing around 30 for the whole thing, maybe 40, but so that was nice. And those were from a thrift store. And when I got them, the lady said, "Oh, I'm so glad someone's finally buying some inkjet ink, because it just sits there, no one ever buys it." And I was like, well, now that I know where to find it, I'll buy it, you know, pretty regularly. I'll stop in. And then the next time I went there, they had some more ink, but they priced it way higher. So I was just like, well, that's probably why it sits there, is whatever. Okay, here we have some colored pencil leads. Obviously pretty good vintage. They're in like wooden holders. So originally 20 cents, you can see. All sorts of colors. There's blue, pink, red, yellow, orange, brown, like green, I guess that one is. Really cool looking. I thought they were cool. I picked them up in they're in like a Ziploc baggie at a thrift store for $2, with a couple other kinds. And so this is one lot, and I think I have 2 other lots of different brands. I tried to do them by brand, and this one I threw in with these because they're colored leads of similar size. Those ones were 10 cents originally. But yeah, those sat around for quite a while. I think I originally had the lot up for 20 bucks. So I dropped it and sold finally at $12 plus shipping. Totally happy with that for what I paid for them, so no complaints there. Here's a Sony Sports Walkman, just a FM player, AM FM player. Not in the greatest condition. There's some, like you can see here, like scuffs and scrapes and whatever. I tested it out, it works good. It's Sony, so sold pretty quick, about 2 months, 25 bucks plus $10 shipping. I paid, it was really cheap. I think it was $2, somewhere around there. I think this was in a baggie at Walmart, not Walmart, Value Village. Ugh. Okay, these ones are kind of crazy. I think I have another one coming up of this same thing. This is a like UV acne clearing treatment head for some sort of device. I do have the picture of the actual thing. So yeah, this is what it looks like. It's just a bunch of little LED lights. They're UV lights, I guess. And I guess those help clear up acne. I picked these up from Shoppers Drug Mart. They're new, but the boxes are really beat up. So they had them marked down to $15 each. Original price was $80. And I looked on Amazon, and I think it was like $100 is what they go for on Amazon, but they're gated, so I couldn't sell them. I also wouldn't list these as in new condition because of how beat up the boxes are. So up they went on eBay. I initially bought, there's 2 kinds. There's the Tanda Clear Plus, and then the other one is in a, like where this one has the blue dots, it's red. For whatever reason, these blue ones have sold really well and the red ones have not. But I think they will eventually. I hope so anyways. So yeah, I bought it for 15 bucks, sold it for 40 plus shipping. So once this one sold, I went back to Shoppers. This sold within a week of me buying it, so it sold really quick. So I went back to Shoppers and bought all the rest that they had. And so anytime one sells, I just take pictures of the other one to show the box and do sell similar on the sold listing. And so it goes really quick and it's just pretty much easy money. All right, this is a Philips Hue Bridge hub. I gave it a test out as best as I could. There's not much to it. It's for like those color changing lights people buy. Yeah, it's, you can see I took a picture of it on. So this is for if you want it to be network connected on your LAN. So yeah, this was, I think I paid $5, $5 to $7 at Value Village. It was in the baggies on the wall. I looked it up and saw what they were selling for and sold it for 30 bucks. That one sold pretty quick too, maybe a month. Here's a Lily Speed O Weave. It's a weaving loom, vintage, really good condition. It's missing a few of the screws, so I wrote that in the listing. They're just standard screws with wing nuts, so whatever. It has the instruction booklet and all that stuff. I think I paid $7 for this one. I've got another one that I've picked up since then. Sold for 22 bucks. Took a while. Took like probably 3 months before it sold. Yeah, pretty easy. Nothing too crazy. These are a cool one. These are tree climbing spikes or pole climbing spikes for like a lineman or a arborist. I think these ones are pole climbing spikes, just judging by the length of the spike, but I'm not an expert. Yeah, I've had these up for a while. Similar to the generator thing, I wanted them to sell in the summer because I didn't want to have to hold on to them all winter. So yeah, I think I had them up originally at 140 and I marked them down to get them moving. Made in the USA, cool leather, still usable. They have a gauge for measuring the spikes. I don't know if it's for sharpening them as well, but it's kind of cool. I paid 30 bucks for these at an antique mall. I never used them. As you can tell, no broken bones. So yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, the leather's kind of worn and everything, but it's not like dry rot or anything. So I think if someone wanted to use these in like a professional capacity, I think they would be okay, but I don't know. All right, next one. This is another one of those Acne treatment heads. You can tell it's a different box, worn as well, but just different spots. So yeah, nothing too crazy. One thing I did notice is they don't say where it's manufactured anywhere on this. So where I sold some to the States, I had to just kind of wing it and be like, because there's nowhere that it says made in China, which is kind of where I would assume it's made. But the only address on it is that Ontario one. So I think I put original place as Canada, but I don't know. Here we have a tabletop DJ CD player. This one's kind of cool. I picked it up at a garage sale. I paid up for it. It was like 25 bucks. No, 15 I think I paid for it. Between those two numbers anyways. I think it was $15. And so yeah, it's kind of cool. I tested it out. It works good. It has like some neat features like pitch bending and whatever. So you can make the stuff go the tempo you want it. Not a whole lot of solds to compare it to. Not I don't know, it's an interesting CD player, but like it's not super in demand or anything. Sold it for 60 bucks. Took months, like 3 or 4 months I'd say. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty lightweight, so for the size. Yeah, not too much else on that. Oh yeah, you can put in a separate fader. Yeah. Next we have a Michael Bolton t-shirt. What's not to love? This is from a tour in 1994. Really ridiculously good shape. Hard to believe someone would be too ashamed to wear their Michael Bolton t-shirt. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I think I paid $4 for that shirt. This one's probably pretty hard to see. It's a Ada kerosene pressure lamp bottle opener. So yeah, I know there's lots of people who collect these pressure lamps. I like them. So I picked this up. I think it was, how much did I pay for this thing? I think I paid like $7 because I was like, if I get stuck with this, I'm okay with that because I think it's cool. So I didn't make crazy money. I sold it for 15 bucks and it went, so these lamps are made in Germany and this bottle opener went to Germany. So I did Light Packet International. So their shipping was pretty close to the same price they paid. So that's kind of crazy when that happens. But yeah, I have no tracking or anything on that. So if they want to scam me, then I'm just out the money. Here we have, this one's kind of neat. It's a hood ornament, a vintage hood ornament, like from a semi tractor or truck driver type thing. It's really big. Probably, do I have the one with the, yeah. So like from the chest of the swan to the end of the wing is like 8 inches. So pretty crazy. All chrome. Yeah, there it is next to a pop can. So you can see it's like pretty sizable. I got it for 30 bucks from a antique mall. I think I did pretty good at putting keywords in the title. Just lots of the people who are after automotive accessories. Yeah, it was in really good shape. I priced it as to be the cheapest for Canadians, so it was more expensive for anyone in the States. Partly because I can't compete with the shipping rates to people within the States. Like if someone's in the States and they're shipping to someone also in the States, their shipping is ridiculously cheap. So I'm not willing to go $20 lower than the lowest price. So I just want to be the cheapest price for people within Canada. What happened though was it sold to someone in Finland who paid $60 shipping to get it to Finland. So I don't know if the other people who had it listed, the sellers who were in the States, didn't have international shipping, or they only had the global shipping program and this buyer didn't want to deal with that. So I don't know how that came to be, or if it was just they saw it, thought it was cool, and bought it outright without comparing to others. So pretty amazing when something that I pick up for 30 bucks goes for like 140 or 120, I guess, total they paid. So yeah, 64 bucks plus they paid crazy shipping. And the last one, these are some Nike Ronaldinho cleats, size 7. These are, what year were they? 2007s, I believe the year was. So used shoes, 85 bucks plus shipping. Pretty amazing. These are cleats, I guess, but you know, you get the idea. So yeah, they're in pretty good shape, like definitely still usable, but not perfect. Like there's some of the threads are worn and whatnot, but nothing major. You can see they're pretty clean on the inside and usable. I don't think I saw any identical shoes to these. I saw similar, was there? I saw similar, like the Ronaldinho ones from different years. So like the same line, and they were going for pretty good prices. So I priced these, I think initially I had them up for 110 or 120, and I marked them down to get them sold quickly. They had tons of views. So usually when there's lots and lots of views but no watchers, I'll mark it down just kind of whenever I feel like it. And so yeah, that's what I was doing. It had like 200 views and a couple watchers, and so I dropped it quite a bit down to 85 bucks, and they sold. And I think I paid definitely under 10 bucks. So I think they were like $7 from a thrift store here. So yeah, those are all the things I sold in June. It felt like it was pretty slow, only 18 things. I did spend some of the month focusing on Amazon and cleaning up cleats for a local consignment store. So I was splitting my focus a little bit, but yeah, that's what I sold. If you want to get these videos at the end, I try and get them up within a day or two of the end of the month. So yeah, if you subscribe, it'll show up on your YouTube dashboard when you sign in. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next month.